24 hours in Fortnite Reload, a mode filled with constant action, unlimited respawns, mythic enemies, streamers, tryhards, and 40 players per lobby. But just playing isn't all I'm going to do. I plan to make the next 24 hours harder for myself by setting a list of challenges, from collecting every mythic weapon, winning with no reticle, eliminating over 500 players, all while creating enemies and allies along the way. Will the enemies break me until I get to the 24 hours? We'll see, but let's start with hour 1. It's Avxry, and we're flying in for hour 1. For this challenge, I set myself a list of goals we must achieve before 24 hours. From simple tasks like winning a ranked game to more time-consuming ones like finding 5 mythic weapons. At the end of the day, I need to finish all my tasks on my list within the 24-hour time limit. For hour 1, I'm going to play to see how many mythic weapons we can find and complete any other tasks along the way to get a feel for what map we're on. Reload has 3 maps, and with that in mind, there are some challenges that pertain to a specific map, and we need to make sure we complete those quickly. The maps will cycle out every 30 minutes, so if we don't get a map that we need with only 1 hour left, that's gonna be bad. First game up, and we got the Slurp Rush map, which is really good for me because I have unlimited shield and I can W key everyone. I knew that the best way to find mythics was to get as much eliminations as possible, and this map kind of fit the bill. Well, there's my first elim. Ooh! Hello, how are you? Housekeeping. Okay, buddy. Right before dropping a crazy 30 bomb, I found something. Oh my god, an exotic. The exotic running gun SMG. This gives you unlimited sprint, so I knew I just had to run at my enemies and just try to get as much eliminations as possible, but that's one exotic weapon off the board. All right, we have one more person left. Ice Spice. No! Let's go, baby. I think we could say for hour 1, I found at least one exotic, and that will do. But we still have a lot more to get into. Game 2 rolls around, and it seemed like the lobbies were getting a bit sweatier. The enemies I was coming up against wanted my Lucky Charms pretty badly. As I was casually finishing off the lobby, okay, never mind, I came across this guy. Yes, he looked like he was trying very hard. I knew I recognized that name from somewhere, and I had a task on my list that I needed to take out a streamer, and this was the perfect time to complete the challenge. Knowing he was a good player, I knew that was his first death, so he had 2 more lives remaining. When I heard that rip spawn, I did the smartest thing, which was to hunt him down when he only had his assault rifle and no shield. I see him on low ground, and I take the initiative to fight him despite not having much cover.
No, stop it. Name Anonymous.
Just like that, I got him again. He only had 1 life, and reboots were about to disable. It was anyone's game. I proceeded to upgrade my loadout by taking out existing players, but I made one big mistake. I didn't have a long-range weapon. Knowing the streamer is somewhere trying to regain his loot, I spotted someone really far away hiding in a bush. So I took the long flank along the bridge. I know from experience, fighting a good player while they're in a bush is a death sentence. I used my shockwave grenade to get him out of the hiding spot. He immediately fled.
How dare you?
Instead of being foolish and chasing him, I retreated to better positioning to get the win. Remember when I said that I had no long-range weapon? Well, it would have come in handy in this fight. Players were dropping. I knew I had to get the win when all I needed to do was third party the final fight, as I had the best positioning. So, like an ordinary rat, I hear the last 2 players fighting. It was him. He eliminated the 3rd player, and Avxry's house cleaning service cleaned up the final fight, and we won with one of the hardest tasks marked off our list.
The same Anonymous, dude. Waited.
The first map rotation happened. We are now playing on Oasis, which is one of my favorite maps out of the 3. Unfortunately, we didn't get any tasks done, but we did finish the game with 27 eliminations and our 3rd win in a row. Unfortunately, I took a little break and the map rotated again. We do need to get 500 eliminations to complete our tasks, and in the last hours, I've secured a total of 85 eliminations and 3 wins. The further we get into this challenge, the harder the tasks are going to be, which means we're going to be getting a lot less eliminations. Is that an exotic? Wait, does this count as an exotic? Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? Yeah, it is an exotic. Okay, we have 2 exotics out of 5 right now. We can now check off our second exotic weapon on the list. Now, this isn't an ideal exotic, but hey, it counts, okay? Since the exotic chug cannon takes up 2 inventory slots, I had to sacrifice one of my mobility items. This may cause a problem to keep the win streak alive. Luckily for me, this game had nobody trying too hard. Let's go, baby. So we got another exotic weapon win. Time for the next game. I'm currently on a 4 win streak, and I need one more win to complete the task of 5 wins in a row. So I decided to make my life a lot more difficult by tackling another task, which was ranked builds. I don't play builds anymore, so good luck. Flying in, I realized I was on the map Slurp Rush again. This is very good because in builds, you don't have overshield, and I'm going to need to use as much shield as possible if I wanted to win. I wanted to land at Steamy Stacks since it's a hard POI to get third-partied at, and it has free rotation with the smokestacks. After looting up, I left Steamy Stacks in a hope to eliminate players with better loot. I finally found my first target, a good old-fashioned third party. First elimination was already a big pickup, a gold tactical shotgun and max mobility by using the shockwave grenades, but I still had one more player to worry about. Now, being primarily a 0-build player, I stalked my enemies from behind a tree without building to get entry-level damage. Builds or no builds, having the first shot on the enemy is crucial to winning a fight. How do I keep getting the exotic freaking chug jug? I already have one. Yep, another chug jug cannon. I might start giving away V-Bucks every time we find a chug jug cannon from this point on, so be sure to put your username in the comment section if you want a chance to win. But anyway, all of a sudden, the entire lobby decided to jump on me. I was the main focus, and thankfully I have 3 lives left, but it is ranked and everyone wants to try to eliminate the better player. So I had to act quick. I spotted the Christmas tree skin that almost took me out, so I made sure to focus on him once again. Let's just say Santa won't be coming to town. He backed out. Okay, we've made it to the top 10. Things are looking great, but now keep in mind, reboots are disabled. So I do have a little bit of overshield, but if I get eliminated, we lose the 5 win streak. Every person that is left alive wants to get their placement points. So this isn't going to be an easy task to get this win, and we need to do this if we want to complete 2 full tasks in this game. Let's go, baby. And just like that, we won. We can mark off the 5 win streak task along with getting a win in ranked builds. Other than finding a really toxic person spray painting bodies in this final hour, nothing really happened, but we got the win. So we're going to tally up our eliminations to see how close we are to 500. My first game on the Oasis map, I didn't get anything good. All I did was impress myself by outplaying some enemies with my movement, and that was it. Time to jump to hour 10. Before even jumping in on the island, I found the soccer skin that wanted to be my friend. Now this got me thinking, if I can keep this guy alive the whole game, I can cross this off the list as one of my tasks of making a friend in reload. I landed and quickly looted. For some reason, I was feeling a little festive, and that's when I came across this. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. You're shooting me in the head and it's delightful. I'm gonna shoot you today. My first mythic! I finally found my first mythic in 3 hours, so this game we needed badly. As I grabbed a few more eliminations with the new mythic Ocean's Burst rifle, I found another friendly player. Seemed to be this lobby wanted to just get a bunch of friends and wins. This poor guy was so scared in his bunker, I spared his life. What is going on? Everyone wants to... Lizard man, take this. I had the most faith in the lizard to win, so I gave him my crown. There were a lot of other players left in the lobby, and I knew if I wanted to get this task completed, I needed all of them gone. So I continued to take them all out. That is until I found the lizard man dancing in a bunker. Things were getting intense. Being in the top 10, there was only a very few people left, but how many of them were friendly? From what I know, Lizard Man is watching me take out every enemy from afar. But the moment of truth is now. Who is the last player that could help me finish this task? And it's the Lizard Man. Lizard Man, that's for you. Aww, he's a Timmy. Goodbye, Lizard. Aww. Thankfully, we get that task done because those tasks are very difficult as they're kind of out of my hands if I can complete them or not. So we're going to move on to the next hour. For the first time, I got a gameplay on the OG map, Venture, and this is where things were about to go down. My first chest was a mythic goldfish, arguably the worst mythic you can find, but I know from that we were in a super loot lobby. Now, here's my theory with super loot lobbies, that there are a small chance that you can get into a lobby with 12 plus mythics or exotics, and this game was exactly that. My goal now is to get 3 eliminations with the mythic goldfish. Yes! Oh my gosh! Hi, buddy. It sounds so deadly. Oh my gosh, I lost my gun. No! This was my first death in all of this entire challenge. I had to regain, and in this life, I got really lucky. I reunited with my fishy and continued to take out the lobby. Oh my gosh, I hear the hammer. No way. I heard the mythic hammer from a distance. Knowing there was another mythic in the lobby, I knew I had to get this win. But if I heard the mythic hammer, so did everyone else. It was about to be a bloodbath. I made it up to the height to oversee several third parties, and I spotted the mythic hammer on the ground. I had to make a move for it. I see it down there. I need to take this guy out. Another person just picked it up. No. Yes! I got the mythic hammer, and I needed to reposition so I can win. Oh my, 2 exotic bandage bazookas. You gotta be kidding me. Add those bandage bazookas to a V-Buck giveaway because freaking heck, I've been finding too many and filleting them with my... That's another mythic. Heck yeah, baby. I hit the jackpot. Having the kit's charged shotgun and the shadow tracker pistol made my loadout overpowered. So much progress in one game, and it's not even over. Nice. Oh, we're cooking. Let's go, baby! And just like that, a win with 3 mythics, 1 exotic weapon, and we are on to the next hour. Within that hour, I won a few more games, and it was looking good. Rolling around the 17th hour, I wanted to join up on a squad fill game. Oh my god, a freaking fish. I found another mythic fish, and this was the final mythic I needed. I completed another task of 5 mythics. Now all that's left is to win the game with 3 strangers. Never mind. Oh my gosh, it might be the end. I'm dead. Never mind. Just let my team do all the work. Where's my fish? Who has my fish? Hey, buddy. Oh my god, I missed. Woo! Let's go, baby! Just when I thought finding the mythic goldfish was the end of my luck, I loaded into another solo and I got another super loot lobby. My second elimination being a Heisen Maven accelerant shotgun, which is arguably the best shotgun in the game. I went on a tear with the Heisen accelerant, and let's just say it felt good. Oh my, I found him. Oof. Oh my gosh. Another exotic. Oh, I can't pick it up. We already have that one. A wiener. Oh, well, someone just took my wiener kill. After someone stole my wiener elimination, I ended up being in the middle of 2 players with mammoth pistols. I did not want to lose my exotic shotgun, so I created as much distance as I could to get my health back. Right when I jumped back into the fight, I came across the best weapon you could possibly find in Reload. No way. And that is the Jules Grappler. I knew from this point on that I was going to use the Grappler exploit to win the game. Normally, the Grappler forces a player to open the glider when using it, but if you swap your weapons right before you shoot it, the Grappler will act as a slingshot. Is this another one? Oh my gosh. After getting so many eliminations, I found another mythic weapon, the suppressed Havoc assault rifle. This weapon has a slow pullout time, but is very accurate and hits like a freight train. I can't believe in the 24 hours I actually found the Jules mythic grappler, but it made the win so much easier. Another exotic? No, this is insane. Yeah, let's go! With only a few hours left in the 24-hour challenge, I looked at my task list and I only needed 2 more. And unfortunately, they weren't easy. All I had to do was go into the game with no reticle. Seems simple, right? What could possibly go wrong, right? I literally can't see anything. I think I'm more accurate. Now, for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to use a precision weapon with no reticle. And to be honest, it kind of worked. No way. Wow. I eliminated a plethora of enemies. And when I made it to the top 10, I knew I needed to lock in. So I thought the best tactic was to play positioning and then just barrel stuff my enemies with the combat SMG. For the most part, this strategy worked. That is until I started to fight some crazy W key player who wanted my hill, and I claimed the hill with only 2 other enemies remaining. There we go. So we got him out. Never mind. He's still here. Ankles, where are they at, baby? This guy's in here somewhere. He's gonna be in that bush. So this is the plan. We're gonna go up. We're gonna bush him out or shock him in his zone. He's now in zone. He's dead to zone. He is dead to zone. Back, you thief! Here we are, the final hour with 1 task left. Luckily, Slurp Rush was the final map in the rotation, or this challenge would have been a fail. The goal is to win the game by only using slurp effects from around the map, so we cannot use any consumables in this challenge. Luckily, there are 4 ways I could gain health back. I can passively get health through the Slurp Swamp, which would regenerate my health very slowly. Second would be the Slurp Barrels, which are pretty common around the map. Third, you could break the shield silos that are normally around the main plant. And finally, the Slurp Trucks that are scattered all around the map that will give you the most HP back. There's no way I just found this. Go back here, you scoundrel. Thank you. Oh, that's not good. I need health now. This is not good. We have a mythic, but I need only slurp shields. Finally, dude. I have nothing. I have nothing. Please don't hurt me. This is insane. This is perfect. What? Come on, he's 1 HP. Run, run. Yes, we did it. I successfully completed 24 hours of Fortnite Reload. In that time, I've accomplished so much. I found tons of mythic and exotic weapons, endured super hard challenges, and made a few friends along the way. I think I can finally take a break now. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you later.